Welcome to Amiga on the Lake. This is AmigaOne Tips and Tricks number 3. Download fonts not working in Odyssey. This is again, this is something that people have contacted us about. Gee, how come Odyssey the download fonts not working? And it says OWB won't work. So let's take a look at the problem. I'm going to iconify this, and okay, let's. I'm going to go to my work drive and open up the Odyssey folder. Okay. Now, download fonts, this is the one that came with Odyssey. Download fonts working is the one that works. And I'm going to give a shout out to Dan Anderson in Wisconsin for giving me the solution to this that I want to share with all you folks. So, first let's look at download fonts working. Now, if you right-click on this and go to information, it's readable, writable, deletable, and it's executable. But if you go to icon, the default tool is C:*icon X. Icon X is basically, without going into all the full details of it, because we plan on covering this in more detail in the future, is basically a tool that allows you to create a script and give it an icon so you can double click on the icon and the script runs. So this is actually a script. So if you close out of here and you right click on the script and go to edit, and you don't have to use Notepad, you can pretty much edit with anything, and release the mouse, and this is the one that works. Now this is the line that we need to pay attention to. Now notice that after we get, I have hyphen, no, check, certificates. That is the line that we added. Now, in download fonts, the one that came with this, where we can go ahead and edit that one too, I actually, in preparation to this video, was screwing around with that, and I actually, oh no, I took it out. Okay, I apologize. So this is back to normal, download fonts. Now this one that just says download fonts is not going to work. Download fonts working works. So notice that the difference is, and let me just make this a little bit more easy to see. We have the hyphen, no check certificates. We're just no certificate, or no check certificates. And then tries 10, wait, retry 10, tries 10, wait, try, pardon me, wait, retry 10. Those are the same. So no check certificates is the only thing that I added. So let me, for the moment, close these two out, and I'm going to double click fonts. This one is the one that came with Odyssey. That's not fixed, and let's look at the problem that people have been running into. Do you want to download and install fonts? OWB needs to download 4 megabytes of fonts. Installing fonts will result in copying a few TrueType fonts to the system fonts /_TTF. Yes. And waiting response. Okay, it's taking a little bit more time to do this today, which is fine. Failed to fetch font, and it gives the first font that I tried to download, and then it says OWB won't work, which it will work, but without downloading the fonts, you can't optimize stuff. I mean, OWB Odyssey will still work. So we're gonna click OK, and this will disappear in a few seconds. Okay, now the downloading font. Working. Let's go ahead and go to edit once more for there, and we're going to go to the line. No check certificates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. Go to edit, copy. Okay, and I'll close that out. Now I'm going to edit the download fonts, the one that is not working, and I'm going to click right there, put a space in between. And then I'm going to edit, and I'm going to paste. And we have a space at the end, space at the beginning, so we're good. Now when you do this, you want to save, so that when we double click the font, it has saved the no check certificates. So it should work now. So let's try this again. Do you want to download and install fonts? On and on. Yes, we do. And it is working. and it's downloading the fonts. And the response time is a little slower than normal. It's normally quicker than this, but so we'll wait for this to complete. Okay. So she's still downloading and working, which is fantastic. Almost done. Now the no certificates. I don't know why they had certificates there to start with, but it did work and it did function. But apparently Microsoft changed something where you don't need certificates, and so that's the solution. So at the end of the tail end of the console window report there says download complete. So it worked that time. So again, doesn't matter which one we pull up because we fixed this one by putting in what we had in the working version. Let me pull that up again. And again, this right there, in fact, I'm going to highlight this. And you probably want to have a space in there because those are little flags. They're important. Make sure that you have a space after we get space hyphen hyphen. So what I have highlighted here is the only thing that you need to add to your download fonts in Odyssey, and bingo bambo, it will work. Just make sure that you save it, and it'll work. And then just a little quick note about Odyssey. When you go through the README, it tells you how to handle fonts and tells you what it's doing. Make sure that you read that. And as an aside, the Odyssey 2 launcher is fantastic. And if you read the README for that, it tells you how to set up your URL in preferences so that when you click on a link, whether it's a file, whether it's a web page, you designate what browser you want to activate for that, and you're good to go. So again, this is the fix for downloading fonts not working in Odyssey, and this little line right here is all that you need to add. That exact line. Make sure you have a space in between the T and the hyphen hyphen, and at the end here, make sure you have a space before hyphen hyphen tries 10, and that solves that problem. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back again.